Hello there, all signs. Welcome to your cosmic readings and messages for September 2019. And I just want to put this video in front of all the other ones before I get to your sign, just so there's some clarifications about this channel. First of all, I do recommend that you see the intro video for the channel. That has more information about me and how I actually do the readings. And also check out the description below for more information for this month. Be aware that I don't really get into the astrology aspect. I don't really follow that. I just use the cards to convey the message from the universe, the spirits and angels. So just be aware that I only use astrology and the signs for categorization purposes, because everybody knows their sign. It just makes things a whole lot easier. Also, be aware this is a general reading, so the exact message may not be exactly for you, but it might have something to do with somebody you know, or somebody you're helping, or it may make more sense later. You know, you may watch it and say, this really doesn't apply to me, but then as the month goes on, or maybe as time goes on, you realize, oh, the message does have something to do with you. So keep that in mind. Now, the way that I do the readings is I pull one major arcana card from the tarot deck for your main message for the month, 3 minor for the rest of the story. They could be in chronological order, the way the message comes across, or it might have to do with just a continuing confirmation of the message or more information. I also pull 1 angel card for the rest of your message, maybe, again, confirmation, more clarification, or it might be a completely different message for your sign. So keep that in mind. I may also be inclined to pull another card, whether it be a tarot card or an angel card, just based on how the reading is going. It's whatever message is coming to me, I may be inclined to pull another card. So just keep that in mind. So without further ado, we move on to your sign. Hello, my Scorpio friends. Scorpio for September 2019. I've already shuffled the cards and consulted the universe and the angels and the spirits for you, and the cards have already come out, and I placed them on the table there. And I already, without even getting into it, I'm going to name your video, You Have the Swords, because you've got swords. That's what it is. You've got 3 cards that are all swords. So let's see what you got. You start off with the Hangman for your main energy. The main message for the month to keep in mind for September is the Hangman. And the Hangman is talking about wisdom. Could also represent self-sacrifice or getting a different perspective on things. He's hanging there. He's getting a different perspective on things. So something to keep in mind for the whole month. Now, we get into your swords. And you've got an ace in there too, which is, aces are always the gifts. But you've got the 8 of Swords. And it looks like a gloomy card. And as I always like to say, is you look at these dark, gloomy cards. The rain's coming down. She's got her blindfold on, which is important. And she's got those swords. But look in the background. It's lighter in the background. These cards, that always are kind of dark and gloomy, they have the light in the background, and I always see that as the light at the end of the tunnel. And you've got the ace over here, so you talk about a light at the end of the tunnel, that's a gift. But that 8 of Swords, now the 8's talking about all-seeing, but she's not all-seeing. She's got a blindfold on, so she can't actually see what's going on. The 8 of Swords is talking about a feeling isolated, being restricted. It can represent inaction, like something is not happening the way you want it. But you have this fear, but you can't see it. You need to take the blindfold off, because it could be all in your head. There's not that much to be afraid of. No one's coming after her. She's just standing there. Take the blindfold off with that 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords, it's self-imposed restriction. You're doing it to yourself. You don't want to. It's almost like you don't want to see You're imprisoned in your own mind. I'm getting that. Take the blindfold off, because the universe has a gift for you. You got the Ace of Swords. And again, aces are the gifts. And this is about a new idea. It's having clarity, gaining insight. Take the blindfold off. Whatever this is about, Scorpio, because you got the swords this month. And your next one is the Knight of Swords, which I consider to be one of the messengers. I know the pages are the messengers by default or whatever, you know. But I also consider the knights, and he's charging in. But you have that gift from the universe. Take the blindfold off. Don't be imprisoned in your own mind. This could be at work. This could be at home. This could be anything. This could just be a feeling, like you're feeling this way, and you shouldn't. Like, this is like a depression that you need to get out of, because you got the Ace of Swords. New ideas, clarity, gaining insight. I mean, what else could you ask for? It could also represent surgery. And maybe that's what this is about. Maybe a medical thing. Maybe you're scared about getting this surgery, and you need to get clarity. Maybe you need to get a second opinion. So this could have something to do with medical type stuff. But it is talking about mental clarity, whereas this one is like, you're just scared. Don't be scared. So my Scorpio friends, maybe this has to do with a medical condition for you, or maybe this is a loved one, maybe a child. I'm getting a child. You're scared for this child that needs surgery. That's interesting. But it could be you or a loved one, someone you know, and you're scared about this. But it could also have to do with work. It could have to do with relationships. You need to take the blindfold off and gain the clarity, because remember, this is the big thing. The Ace is a gift. And so you're going to gain insight. You're going to have clarity. You're going to have a new idea. The Ace is good. It's a gift from the universe. Now you've got the Knight of Swords, which is bringing in a message. And the Knight of Swords is talking about someone who's handsome. It could also be someone who's a little bit arrogant, speaks quickly. So this could be a doctor that you're speaking to, and he's going to give you the insight, but you need to pay close attention. I'm thinking the rapid talking, and this could be, again, a doctor who's kind of handsome. You're, yeah, I'm definitely getting this message of medical, and you're concerned and worried. But remember, you can gain wisdom. You've got the Hangman, and you're gaining a new perspective. You got to get the right information, not be trapped in being trapped with your blindfold on. You need to find out the truth. You need to gain that insight. And this doctor who, or it could be the other way around. It could also be the fast-talking doctor, somebody you don't trust, and you need that second opinion. But I think this is all going to turn out for the better. Because look at this angel card that you got. You got Xana. And Xana says, you are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. So if this has to do with a medical thing, and this has to do with surgery, get it done. The worst is now behind you. I'm also getting this feeling of, if you don't get this done, it's going to get worse. And you're not going to reach that light in the darkness in the background. Don't be trapped. I'm going to pull another angel card for my Scorpio friends to clarify this. And again, it's going to resonate differently with different people. So again, this could have to do with work. This could have to do with a home situation, relationship. But I'm definitely getting this medical thing with all these swords. I'm seeing scalpels. Okay. The Athena card popped for you guys. And Athena says, It is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. So I think, this is, you need to be the one that's powerful. And you know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others. I think this has something to do with you're dealing with someone who needs this surgery or medical procedure. Not necessarily surgery, but some type of procedure. You're the one who's going to be the protector. You're protected from all kinds of harm. You can assert yourself. Don't be afraid. I'm going to pull one more minor card. I'm just being drawn to this for clarification for my Scorpio friends. I know we're running a little bit long, but Scorpio, what other message from the minor cards do you have for my Scorpio friends? And you've got... Okay. This is different. You don't have another sword. You have the Six of Pentacles. So this could be completely unrelated, because I did ask for another message for my Scorpio friends. It could also be a clarification, because the Six of... And now Pentacles talk about money and material things, and the Sixes are talking about a pause in general. The Six of Pentacles is talking about paying off a debt and being possibly generous. It could also be a new career. So this might have something to do with work. Those swords might have something to do with work. Or this, maybe the fear is the money that you need for the surgery, but there's a new job on the horizon. If this is like a family situation where you're like, oh, I'm scared. The child or my significant other needs the surgery, but I just don't have the amount of money that I need, and things are kind of tight. I think this Six of Pentacles is telling you that that money will be coming in, and everything is going to turn out okay. I'm getting definitely a vibe of everything is going to be all right. You just need to get that new perspective, be the hangman, take the blindfold off, and everything will be okay. So I hope everything turns out all right, my Scorpio friends. And there is your reading for September 2019.